Welcome back to Theology with Puppies. If you like this material, remember to click like, share, and subscribe. As you can see, I look a little differently. I have my COVID-19 haircut given to me by my fabulous wife. And I'm sitting here with Marvin, who is giving me sweet little kisses and giving me little licks. And I am making a video quite later than I normally would because I recently heard on Dyer's live stream that the Logoi are not natural energies, because if they were, creation would be eternal. And I would like to discuss this particular statement of his. As a lot of you know, he has for a long time said that the Logoi are uncreated energies of God. They are definitely not, okay? And in fact, in arguing for why the Logoi are not uncreated energies many months ago, I stated to Dyer that if the Logoi were uncreated energies, then creation would be eternal. So exactly verbatim what he said today. So I'm glad that he's finally taking the correct position. But his statement, he seems to think that there is some defense in how he has qualified his statement that the Logoi are not natural energies. This does not help him because that is meaningless. Okay, to say that the Logoi are not natural energies, or to say that anything is not a natural energy, is to say that it is not an energy at all. How come? It's because an energy is only rooted in nature. Okay, so I'm with Marvin here. Marvin's a dog. He has a dog essence, and he manifests that essence with his dog energy. I'm a human. I have a human essence. I manifest my human essence with my human energy. So anything that Marvin does is energized by his canine energy, and anything that I do is energized by my human energy. Okay? Even if we were to do the same action, such as Marvin can lick my hand, okay, we can lick things too. So we're doing the same energy. Does that mean we're doing the same effect? Right? Does that mean it's the same energy? No. No, I am looking in a human way. He is looking in a dog way. Okay, so we must not confuse effect with cause, as we discussed previously, that a multiplicity of effects necessitates a multiplicity of causes. This is not true. And we must not confuse or conflate a unity of effect as being a unity of cause, such as both Marvin lick and I lick, so therefore it's the same energy. No. Okay. So if we were to say that we had some kind of energy that wasn't natural, well, where would it be? And where would it come from? If the Logoi in God are energies, but they don't come from the essence, is there a second source of energy in God? Are there two sources now? There are two causes for the energy. There's the essence and this other thing, whatever that happens to be. Maybe he would say the mind of the Father. Multiple causes in God? Again, I mean, it's obvious he's not thinking. He's not contemplating about the conclusions of the statements that he's making. There's one cause. There's one cause even in me. There's one cause of my energy. It's my essence. And then that energy has a multiplicity of effects, just as there's one cause of Marvin's energy, which is his dog essence, and that has a multiplicity of effects. They're not a multiplicity of energies. And so these Logoi, which God creates the world, these kind of patterns, if you like. I don't particularly like that because someone asked me, would you say that a blueprint was a good analogy for the Logoi? And I don't think so, because a blueprint, if you think about a blueprint of a house, it will never match up to the house. The house is something more real than the blueprint. But the Logoi are more than we are, right? Because they are anti-REM, ray, and post-ray, right? In REM, right? They are telos, right? So they're before us. They are us, we're them, and because we're the existing thing. Because the Logoi, not only are the Logoi uncreated, but they have no existence. They aren't n-hypostatized. If they were, they would be the real thing and we would be fake. And then the logi are our telos. So I don't like using blueprint, but you can kind of get what's going on there, right? These patterns. So again, it's correct to say that if the logi were energies, then creation would be eternal. That's absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And that's why they're not energies. Okay? Now, trying to couch that by saying they're not natural energies is just fraudulent. Because to say that something is not a natural energy is to say that it's not an energy at all. So I'm glad he finally admits, but I think he thinks he's saying something else because he never really knows what he's talking about. So anyway, coming down the pipe, we have on the cast next week coming out a longer episode, a bonus episode. I think it's over an hour and a half. It might be an hour and 45 minutes on tag, on the transcendental argument for God. And the episode is on why tag is insufficient as an orthodox argument, why it's not even an orthodox argument at all, and in fact why it's against orthodoxy. It is a wall to engaging the authentic orthodox spiritual life and faith. So look forward to that episode. That will be coming out next week. Again, we are now, our Discord server is now live, and we will be engaging in some communal discussion of St. Maximus. We'll be reading St. Maximus in voice chat and discussing some of those passages, more difficult passages. There are some, I have a scholar from Europe coming on Discord. I'm hoping to get some of the monks on. We will see. Don't quote me on that. I'm not super confident that they will come, but we'll see. Father Justinian will be there. I will be there, obviously. And we will have these communal sessions where we will discuss some of the more difficult passages in St. Maximus. So look for that. I will drop the Discord server link below. And again, if you follow me on Facebook and Twitter, at Symbolic Ground on Twitter, you can find I post a Discord link regularly, and again on Facebook. I just use my regular Facebook page. So yeah. I mean, it's saying the logi are energies. I mean, there's absolutely no reason to say that the logi are energies. And in fact, St. Maximus Ambigua 22 painfully details how the logi and the energy are different. They are distinct. And again, it's correct to say that if the logi were energies, then creation would be eternal, because that's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. So the logi cannot be energies because creation is not eternal. Okay, and there is no such thing as natural energy vis-a-vis unnatural energy, right? To say the logi is not natural energy is to say that they're not energies. That's what that means, because there's no such thing as not a natural energy. There's no reason to couch that statement that way. And again, it just shows a lack of a genuine education. So we will continue to discuss the logi here on the cast. There's a whole lot more to be said. How logi are the intelligible content. I have in the past equated them with, quote, the inner essences of things. So we're going to clarify that statement, because I'm definitely not saying that they're created. It's not what's happening at all. But that as such, they are the intelligible content of being. Right. So again, content is not an operation. This is another reason why the logi are not energies, because energy is an operation that manifests something else. Logi is an intelligible content. Okay, ratio in Latin is the word. It's a translation in Latin. Ratio, rational, right? And so we're going to delve into the Palamas quotes that Jay thinks say one thing, but really what number 87 in 150 philosophical chapters, what number 87, what it is saying is not that the logi are energies, but that the energy is logiki. Because again, their Greek is quite poor. They don't understand word order. They don't understand how the word order works. And so he's saying actually the exact opposite of what they think he's saying. Palamas is not saying that the Logoi are energies. He's saying that the energy is logiki, that is, the energy is knowable, which is his whole entire argument against Barlam to begin with, right? The energy is intelligible, right? Which makes sense because the Logi are intelligible content, and the energy is intelligible. So it would make sense to equate them on this particular point, that they are both intelligible. That is not to say that the Logi are energies. So this is absurd. This is absurdly shallow rendering of the fathers, and again, it just points to a lack of education. So, yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's it. If the Logi are not natural energies, then they're not energies, and I'm glad that he has finally admitted this. So again, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, and we can now move on, I guess. So, peace.